What does the year ahead have in store for your manifestations? Let's find out. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm certified life coach 𝐏𝐢𝐜𝐤, your manifesting goddess. Let's see what the year ahead has in store for you. So, this reading is a timeless reading. So whenever you decide to watch it, this information will apply to the next year of your life. But first, we're going to get some insight into what you're leaving behind in the previous year. We're going to then get some foundational information on what you will be experiencing over this next year ahead, the lessons you may be learning, what's going on with your manifestations and what could be blocking them. We'll also get some insight into your love and relationships, your career and finances, and then just finish off with some general information on things that may happen to you in this next year ahead, just to give you a heads up. Let me introduce you to your piles. We're going to have group 1, 2, and 3. Group 1, you have the Soulmates card. Group 2, you have Treasure Island. And group 3, you have a change in the wind. As usual, this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Not everything that is said in each group may resonate with your life, and that's a-okay. If you would like a private reading or some one-on-one coaching sessions to help you achieve your manifestation, to achieve your goals, feel free to reach out to me at the email address listed down in the description box below. When you're ready, you can find your timestamps posted down in the description box. I will see you at your selected pile. Hello, group 1. You chose the Soulmates card as your pile selector. So for many of you, you could be trying to manifest a soulmate, whether this is a romantic interest, a friendship, that family that's not blood related, or soulmate energy could even be that job, that hobby, that thing that just lights you up, that's just meant for you. What I feel over this next year is that there's going to be a lot of change within the relationships in your life. It could be the relationships with people around you, or specifically the relationship to yourself. I feel like you're going to be coming into a deeper understanding of what it is that you want, what it is that will unlock your heart and help you to feel whole. Once again, this could be a person. This could be romantic or platonic. It could be a job. It could be a new hobby that you discover. It could be a pet. It's going to be different for all of you because we're all looking for different things. So take this energy and apply it to your life as it fits. Ultimately, though, I feel like there's some area within yourself, within your heart, that has maybe been a little bit blocked off, a little bit frozen, a little bit frigid, like this Arctic weather here going on with these penguins, and that's going to thaw over this year ahead. You're really going to find something that just really speaks to your soul, that just really feels like home. I love that for you. There could be times within this next year where things feel a bit chaotic, a bit tumultuous, and you could try a couple things and they don't work out. You may jump into a relationship and it fails, and it makes you feel like you're a failure, or like you will never find what it is that you're looking for. But the message that's ultimately coming through for you is to not give up. You are going to find what it is that you're looking for, and I just heard in unexpected ways. So what you think you want is going to be delivered to you in a different package that you would not have expected, but it's going to bring you so much more happiness than that initial plan, idea that you had for yourself. I hope that makes sense. But let's start by getting some information into the energy that you are leaving behind. We have the Knight of Swords coming out. Part of the energy that you're leaving behind in this past year is, what's the word? You're leaving behind impulsiveness. It's like you've been on this journey of discovering what it is that you want, of speaking your truth, of going after it. But I feel at the same time you've been a bit impulsive at things. You haven't maybe taken the time to be a little bit more logical and methodical in your movements. This year ahead, the things that are going to seem tumultuous and chaotic and like it's ever changing is that you're going to be maturing emotionally, mentally, and spiritually over this next year. I feel this year ahead is going to be all about you getting more in tune with your intuition and allowing that to be your guide versus what feels good in the moment, versus feeling as though you have to jump on this bandwagon before the train leaves you behind. Whatever it is, this impulsiveness, this not thinking things through all the way, that is what you're leaving behind in this last year. This next year, you're meant to start on this new journey where you take your time, where you think things through, you weigh out the pros and cons, I feel like look at things in a more realistic light. The example that's coming to mind is someone who started a relationship, and within a few months, they thought that they were head over heels for this person. They thought they were so in love with this person, just to find out a few months down the road that no, this is not at all the person that they thought that they were with, or this is not at all what they actually want within a relationship. You're leaving that behind. Underneath the deck, though, you have the Ace of Wands. You're stepping into this new beginning where you're going to follow your passion, where you're going to embark upon these new journeys. But at the same time, like I said, you're going to really be thinking them through. You're not going to rush and spend money on that car that you think is going to, be the answer to everything. It's like you're really going to think it through. Do I really have the finances to do this? Do I really need this car? Am I looking for happiness within objects when I should be looking for that happiness within myself? You're really going on a deep spiritual journey over this year ahead, and it's going to lead you to some amazing things. It's going to lead you, I feel like, into understanding yourself better, into seeing how you really fit in within the world around you, the people in your life. Is going to help you to really open your eyes to things, people, situations, habits that have been preventing you and holding you back from living your best life. Okay, your next cards, you have Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind with the crown chakra. And then you also have Service. I feel good when I can help others. This is like a heart chakra, sacral, and solar plexus chakra. So you'll be working on all of those over this year ahead. Okay, this next year, you're being called to get creative, to allow yourself to explore your options in a more mature way. You don't have to rush headfirst into things. You can take some time and do some research. You can dip your toes in the water and just test things out without going gung-ho headfirst into a relationship, a project, something that really is not what you want in the end. And I feel like part of what's going to happen for you over this year ahead is you're going to gain more confidence in yourself. You're going to nourish yourself in a way that helps you to grow and mature emotionally and spiritually. It's like you're going to it's as though you're going to see how everything is connected. And I know that sounds so cliche, but everything really is connected. And it's like you're going to see how when you get out of your own head, when you get out of focusing on you and what you want, and maybe put yourself out there to help other people, to volunteer, to, I don't know, there's so many different ways that you could get out and help your community. You could volunteer at a hospice, you can volunteer at a school. It's going to be so different for all of you. But you putting yourself out there in a different way, that is what is going to lead you to the soulmate energy. You might, once again, meet someone that you end up spending the rest of your life with. You might meet that best friend. You might make family that is not blood related. And some of you may even stumble upon a new career or a new way to make money that you never imagined possible before. Whatever it is, it's going to feel like home, whether it's a person, a job, an activity. It's going to feel like home, and it's going to unlock something that has been hidden deep within you. I love that for you. Get creative. You're being called to try different things over this year ahead. You've maybe been stuck in your comfort zone a bit, going to the same places, hanging out with the same people, eating the same foods, visiting the same places, whatever it is. This next year, you're being called to do something different, because you being creative is going to unlock, it's going to help unlock that manifestation energy. That's what the key is. When we're often manifesting, the reason we get stuck is because we have gotten stuck in a rut, and we have to break ourselves out of that. And that's where you've been, group 1. You have been stuck in a rut in some way, shape, or form within your life. That is what you're leaving behind in this past year. You've been stuck and acting impulsively. This year ahead is calling you to take a moment to self-reflect and really look at your life and where it is that you want to go. Are the people, places, situations, and things that you have currently been holding on to, that are currently in your life, are they the very things that are going to get you the desire that you seek? Are those things assisting you within your manifestation? Because if they're not, you're being called to leave them. You don't necessarily have to walk away from people, but you're being called to do something differently, to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, because that is what is holding you back from reaching your manifestation. You have to welcome in some new energy, and that new energy that you're welcoming in by going out, being of service to your community, showing up and helping the people in your life. Maybe someone needs help moving or something, who knows? Doing things a little bit differently is going to attract that new energy that is your manifestation. I hope that makes sense. All right, we have a couple that flipped over. You have the Tower and you have the 6 of Cups. The lessons that you're going to be learning over this next year is that change is not bad. You don't have to fear change. Change is actually what is required in order for you to reach this next level that you're hoping to reach, to gain this manifestation, to call in your desires. That just because something feels familiar, just because it's what you've always known, it doesn't mean it's the end all be all. I hope that makes sense to you. It's exactly what we've been saying. It's time to shake up your routine. It's time to break away from what you have always known, what has always brought you comfort. Stepping out of your comfort zone is what is going to help you to bring in this manifestation, whatever it is. Whatever this soulmate energy is for you, Group 1. You've been stuck in a rut. You've been stuck in... I was just shown the movie Groundhog's Day. And you may have been feeling like that in your life. Like everything's the same day to day. You get up at the same time, basically eat the same food, maybe go to work, come home, do the same things. It's, there might be a little sprinkle of new things in there, but basically it's like you're doing the same things over and over and you're stuck in a rut. This year ahead, in order to get out of that rut, in order to break free from this energy, you're being called to do things that you've never done before. Sign up for a club, start a new hobby, look for a new way of meeting people to date if that's what you're interested in. Volunteer within your community in some way. Take some classes of things that you've always been interested in. Whatever it is, intuitively, it will come to you. Intuitively, you will know what it is when it shows up, and when it does, you're being called to latch onto it. I just saw 2222 on the clock, just more confirmation that yes, this year ahead is all about you connecting with whatever the soulmate energy is. It's all about you coming into union with your manifestation. And that's not to say that each and every one of you will reach your manifestation this year. Some of you, it may still take a little more time because maybe you have a bigger dream, a bigger goal in mind, and it might take more time. But this year ahead for you is really going to get the ball rolling. I feel like this year ahead for you is really going to answer some questions that you've been asking yourself. Questions of, what do I want? How do I want to get there? Or how do I get there? Questions of, not necessarily questions, but just the thought of, is this all? Is this it to my life? I feel like you're going to discover that no, this is not it. There's so much more out there waiting for you to experience. And you're going to begin to experience it over this next year. I love this for you. I feel like it's going to be a bit of a mental battle for you. Obviously breaking out of your comfort zone, allowing yourself to go with the flow of things. It's a mental battle for the majority of us, let's be honest. But if you allow yourself to flow with whatever's happening in your life, if you allow yourself to make those hard decisions and jump onto another train, so to speak, do something different, you're going to be pleasantly surprised by the outcomes. So this next card is about your love and relationships for this year ahead, what you need to know. We have honesty. This heralds a wonderful time of rooting yourself in complete and total honesty. It might seem scary to tell the truth all the time with everyone about everything, but when you practice radical honesty, you can stop hiding and start relaxing. The best part is, honesty from you inspires honesty from others. What results is a rootin' tootin' trust parade, and everyone's invited. Except the bagpipe players, but they'll show up anyway. The word of the year for your year ahead is honesty. Honesty in all of your relationships. Honesty with the people around you. Honesty with yourself. There are things within your life, Group 1, that they don't make you feel good. You know that they don't feel like home to you, but you do them because it's familiar. You do it because it's what you've always done. You do it because it's what your family and what the people around you do. But there's something else out there meant for you, Group 1, and you know it. You feel it in your core. This year ahead is about you discovering what that thing is. This year ahead is about you maybe stepping outside of your comfort zone and allowing yourself to explore these feelings that you've always had. Be honest with yourself. Admit the truth that is on your heart. We have more heart chakra energy showing up for you. Listen to your heart. Be honest with yourself and allow your heart to be your guide. Allow your heart to be your guide. Okay, now we're going to get a card about your career and finances over this year ahead. We have leadership. You're stepping into a role as a leader. You're ready. Your career will improve once you accept and step into your power. You're following the crowd in fear of putting yourself out there. That's what needs to change for you. You keep following the crowd, once again, doing what the people around you do, doing what's always been done, because of fear. Fear is what has been blocking you. But you know that there's something more meant for you. And once you truly believe that you are worthy and that you deserve it, Group 1, nothing will stop you. It's time to step into your role as a leader, whether that is starting your own company, whether that is just embarking upon this new journey. The Ace of Wands that we saw, remember? Maybe it's just embarking upon this new journey of doing something differently than the people before you have done. Doing things differently than the people around you currently are doing. Once again, if you would like to work with me as a life coach to help you move past any fears, any blockages, and help you come up with a plan of attack to really manifest the life of your dreams, feel free to reach out to me at the email listed down below. What else does Group 1 need to know for the year ahead? Also, what you need to know, Group 1, is that when you finally step out of your comfort zone, so many other areas of your life will begin to improve, with the main one being your career and finances. Step out of your comfort zone. Go after the things that you know are calling to you, even if they feel scary, even if it seems like it's too big of a mountain to climb. Start taking those initial steps towards it. Release the fear, and you will be pleasantly surprised with the miracles that take shape in your life. Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. I suggest that you look up when the full moon in Taurus is, because that will be a very important time for you. This could be when you start to see your manifestation really taking shape. This could be when you start to see these subtle changes happening within your life. Whatever it is, your dreams need a practical plan. You know what it is that you want. Now it's time to come up with those action steps to help you get there. Once again, feel free to reach out to me at my email address if you would like some assistance with that. Take the time to create a plan for yourself, a plan of attack. And there will be times when shakeups happen. There will be wrenches thrown into your plan. Flow with it, work with it, because it's all happening for your favor. It's all happening to put you on the course to whatever it is that you're seeking. Okay, we're going to finish off with some tea leaf fortune cards to get some insight into some things that may be occurring in your life over this year ahead. Okay, your first card says Inkpot, problems to be resolved. Problems will come up, but know that you can resolve them. Know that you have the power, the knowledge, the wherewithal to know what to do next. You have January coming up. January will be a very pivotal month for you. This may be the month where you really begin to set those goals, to create a plan to help you achieve your desires. Frying pan, trouble, accusations. Those are the Tower moments. There will be trouble, such is life. How we respond to those troubles is what dictates the outcome. You can go through it being stressed out and fearful the whole time, or you can step up as the leader that you are and take the bull by the horns and get through it and say next. Next, you have box, you will receive a gift. Look forward to a gift in the year ahead. Teardrops, great personal sorrow. Back to those Tower moments. I feel like this has to do with knowing that you have to walk away from something. There may be people, places, could be a home, could be habits that you need to step away from in order to achieve this desire that you seek. And that's okay. That's just a part of your personal growth and development. Next, you have egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. More about planning. Make sure that you plan. Come up with an action plan. And reach out to me if you need help, please. We have dogs. Getting together with friends. You will have some great moments chatting and getting together with friends. Harp. Great happiness. You will experience great happiness in the year ahead. And you have bow. You are highly thought of. I feel like this comes, first off, you're already highly thought of, but I feel like you're going to be even more highly thought of once you start to make some changes within your life. This could be changing your lifestyle, changing the way that you show up for people, changing what you do at work, maybe standing up a little bit more, taking more initiative with work, whatever it is. Whatever changes that you make for the best, it's going to be noticed. People are going to notice it, and that is that exact energy that you need in order to attract this manifestation in. Group 1, I'm really excited for you. There will be troubles, there will be difficult times over this year ahead, but I feel like for the most part, they're going to be mentally and emotionally. So if you learn to control those emotions, to not let them overtake you, you're going to find success in this year ahead of achieving your goals, of calling in your desires. And I hope you let me know when it happens. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once again, if you would like a private reading or some personal coaching sessions to help you come up with a game plan to overcome your fears so that you can achieve your manifestations, please reach out to me at the email listed below. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 2. You chose this Treasure Island card as your pile selector. This will be all about the year ahead and what you need to know when it comes to your manifestations. All right, so this year ahead for you, I feel like for the majority of you, your final manifestation, I should say, will not happen in this next year. But you're going to experience little miracles and little breakthroughs along the way. It's like, I feel like what it is that you want, it is something big. It is something that you want to last a long time. And you can't rush things that you want to last a long time. But you're like at that cusp. It may come in at the end of the year or even the next year, but you're right there. Your manifestation is literally on its way to you. It's been taking a long time. It may take a little more time, but you're right there. You're going to experience some beautiful things along the way to achieving that larger manifestation. I hope that makes sense. It's like, you got this turtle here. They're not the quickest. And this treasure chest on its back, right? And there's all these little hearts and stars and things that are like spilling out of this manifestation. I feel as though, once again, you're going to experience some little miracles, some little breakthroughs that are just going to be confirmation that your manifestation is on the way. Let me give an example. This is like someone who wants to be a business owner, and they've started their business, they've got their plan together, they've opened up their website, and they're ready to go. You're not going to hit that jackpot overnight. It's going to take a little bit of time to build up that client base, to build up that reputation, but it's going to happen. You're going, in this scenario, this person would gain some clients. They would maybe have some large sales here and there. Is it exactly the sales that they want? Probably not. Is it the sales that are going to allow them to quit their job this year? No. But that person would be seeing evidence that they're going to get there eventually. I hope that makes sense. And I hope that doesn't discourage anyone, because your manifestations are coming in. Breakthroughs are going to happen. Miracles are going to just like be falling into your lap. And it's all a sign that your manifestation is getting even closer. Like you're at that 9 year. 9 in numerology is basically the end of something coming in. And then 10 is that final culmination. You're at 9. The 10 is going to happen sooner than you realize. I feel like this year for you, it's going to fly by. It's this weird energy of it's going to fly by, but at the same time, it's going to seem like it's taken forever. I hope that makes sense. The only reason it's going to seem like it's taking forever is because you have that end goal in sight, and that's all that you're focused on. You're being called over this year ahead to not focus so much on the end goal, but to allow those little victories to keep you going. Allow those little victories to recharge you and help you to stay motivated for your manifestation, because it's right there. It's really easy for us to feel as though our manifestation is taking too long, and then to start to get discouraged or fearful that it will never happen. And I'm coming in to let you know, group 2, it is going to happen, just not as quickly as you would want. You're being called to stay patient over this year ahead, to keep working on your plan, to keep working on your goals, and allow yourself to embrace those little miracles, those little wins along the way. Those little wins along the way is what you're going to look back at later and be like, oh my gosh, I did it. I'm doing it. I love that for you. Let's get a tarot card out to see the energy that you're going to be leaving behind in the previous year. I feel like this wanted to show itself in reverse. You have the 4 of Wands in reverse. I feel like what you're leaving behind in the previous year is lack of commitment, lack of dedication, lack of maybe feeling at home within your own skin, maybe feeling out of place a bit. You could have been feeling like something was not the right time in the past year, and so you're embarking upon that journey in the year ahead. Whatever it was, it's like you were not committed, you were not dedicated enough to something, enough to this manifestation. You could have started working on this manifestation and had moments where you stopped because you got discouraged, because you were fearful, because life happens, you know. You could have moved home, you could have ended a relationship, there's so many things that could have happened that felt like they were setbacks to you. And going into this next year, you're being called to reflect on this previous year and look at what you've learned. Look at what has happened and how you've made it through. You're being called to use that energy to help propel yourself to become more dedicated, to become more diligent towards working on this manifestation, to become more deliberate in the things you do, the actions you take in order to bring in this manifestation, because it's literally right there. This year ahead is the year for you, group 2, to see the fruits of your labor. You may not have that full pot of gold by the end of this year, but you're going to see how these baby steps, how the actions that you take really do pay off. You're being called to utilize that, to just utilize that energy to keep propelling you forward. There might be some learning curves. There might be some things in your life that you need to give up on or put to the side so that you can continue to focus on this end game, to focus on your goal. But I'm telling you, if you do so, you're going to reach your treasure island. You're going to find your pot of gold. Oh, that came out quickly. Your next card is self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And this is like all the chakra systems in one, with an emphasis on your sacral chakra. So part of what you need to do in this next year to help you achieve your manifestation, group 2, is to build your self-confidence. I feel like part of what was going on in this previous year with this 4 of Wands in reverse is that you would talk yourself out of things. Maybe there is some self-sabotaging going on. There is definitely some fear that was holding you back from going after your happily ever after, whatever that looks like for you, for going after whatever it is that feels like home. There were some things that were preventing you from staying completely dedicated, whether they were things of your own making or whether that was life just sort of getting in the way, as it tends to do. But this year ahead, you're really being called to focus on your self-esteem, to build up your self-esteem, to know that you are worthy, to know that you have gifts and talents that will benefit you and benefit other people around you. And you're being called to use those gifts and talents to help you reach your goal. For many of you, I feel like this is my entrepreneurial pile, but if you're not, that's okay. Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, know that I want to say 99% of your battle is believing in yourself, of declaring your victory before you see it actually manifesting. There is something within your heart, I'm feeling it as I'm talking to you, that it's like it's aching your heart. You want it so bad. It's just calling to you so strongly. And for whatever reason, whether that's fear, whether that is circumstances within life, whether that is low self-esteem, it has been preventing you from really putting yourself out there and going after what it is that you want. Don't allow that to happen in this next year ahead. You are so worthy. You are capable. You are smart. You are creative. And you have something that you need to release. Whether this is a business, whether this is your love for people around you, whatever it is, once you release it, it's like this domino effect. I'm saying dominoes. You achieving your dreams, achieving your goals, is going to lead to so many dominoes of other people doing the same. Maybe people following suit and doing what you've done. Maybe you start a business where you are helping people. Whatever it is, it's going to lead to this domino effect. And it's like a really intense feeling that I'm feeling right now in my heart chakra. It's like you can't even begin to imagine how you achieving your goals is going to affect the world around you. It's literally like dominoes. I love that. You have something really amazing that the world needs to see and experience, that they need to feel. So please, don't sleep on your dreams. Don't sleep on your manifestation. Get out there and do the work that needs to happen this year ahead. I just split the deck to shuffle, and you have 8 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles. First off, look up angel number 99. There will be some messages there for you, but also this year ahead for you, group 2, is all about you taking those necessary actions, moving forward with the 8 of Wands and reaching your 9 of Pentacles. This is someone who is maybe self-employed. This is someone who can take care of themselves, who is self-sufficient, she's literally collecting her harvest of the seeds that she has sown. This is you coming in. One by one, you're going to be collecting those seeds that you have sown over this year ahead. Keep moving forward. No matter how slowly you have to go, just keep going after your goal, Group 2. I love this for you. I am a certified life coach, and my expertise is in helping people overcome their limiting beliefs, their low self-confidence, and helping them to create an action plan to reach their goals, to create their best life. So feel free to reach out to me at my website if you would like some help in overcoming some fears and building your self-confidence and figuring out what your next steps need to be in order for you to reach that final destination. All right, let me get a card out for the lessons you will be learning in this year ahead. Oh, I love that for you. We have the Sun. Positivity. All right, one of the biggest lessons when it comes to manifesting is keeping a positive attitude. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life, what has gone on in the past. Keep it positive. There will be things in life that come in and they feel like setbacks. They feel like they're trying to keep us down. They feel as though they're telling us that we are not worthy enough. Don't allow those negative seeds to take root in your life. You might want to make sure that you're getting plenty of sun in this year ahead. You may want to go to a doctor and check your vitamin D levels. Keep it positive. Keep your eye on the prize, knowing that what you are seeking is also seeking you. Knowing that with each step that you take towards your manifestation, it's working its way to you as well, like this slow turtle here. Keep a positive mindset. Keep a positive attitude. Do not get so down on yourself that you quit before you reach the finish line. This is your year. I feel like, Group 2, if you can just keep it positive, if you can keep your vibe high, whether that is making sure you exercise, eat right, get enough rest, drink enough water so you feel good physically, whether that's meditating, going for walks out in nature is also a form of meditating so that your mind feels clear and happy. Do whatever it is that you have to do to keep your vibe high. That is so important for you. The energy that you put out is the energy that you will receive back. So if you are being negative, if you are being down on yourself, hard on yourself, you're going to attract experiences that lead to more negativity, that lead you to being more down on yourself. But let's say you stumble and get up and you're positive about it, like, oh, that sucked. That was a foul, but I can keep going. Or there's a lesson to learn from this experience and I can take that lesson with me going forward. That is what's going to help you to build your self-confidence and to help you to keep moving forward, Group 2. I hope this all makes sense to you. Once again, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, feel free to reach out to me at the email address. But really for you, your confidence is 90% of the battle. You have the skills, you have the gifts. And I feel like whatever it is that you possess within you, it is so natural to you that you don't even have to really try. It will just exude out of you. As long as you believe in yourself enough. As long as you know that you are worthy enough to achieve this desire that you have for yourself. All right, your next card is the relationship card for your year ahead. You have warmth. I focus on warmth and let it guide all my interactions. No matter how others behave, I choose to respond warmly. With warmth, I can melt any icy exterior. I can soften any hard feelings. I can microwave any pizza. Today, I adopt the saying, kill 'em with kindness, and turn myself into a warm and loving serial killer. Back to that positive energy and attitude. There will be things that come your way that don't feel good. There will be people who are in their own downer feelings who want to take it out on you. Don't allow them to do so. Give grace and offer empathy. You don't have to do it verbally, but do it for yourself internally so that you are not lowering your vibration, so that you are not taking on that negative energy yourself. This is a work in progress. It doesn't just happen overnight like this slow turtle again. I feel like it's a constant lesson to be learning over this year ahead, and probably for the rest of your life, because there will always be things that come in and upset you. But this year ahead is about you and your awareness of self. Do you want to be walking around in a bad attitude? Do you want to be walking around with negativity and being upset? Or do you want to stay in this attitude of gratitude? Do you want to stay in this childlike energy of just letting things roll off? You might feel it for even an hour, but then you're back up on that horse, being positive again. Keep this in mind over this year ahead. This is what's going to drive your success, group 2. Attitude of gratitude. Give people grace that, they haven't reached that same level spiritually as you yet, and keep it moving. Send them love, send them love, hoping that they will someday get there, hoping that their days will get better, hoping that their mindset, their attitude will improve. But over this year ahead, make sure you stay in your lane, and your lane is the positive one. All right, your career and finances card says angelic help. This is the time to trust in the universe and know you will be provided for. There is a career or blessing lining up for you, so stay positive, once again, and believe. Pay attention to the signs your angels send you during this time. Okay, I love that for you. So I had just mentioned, look up angel number 99. So once again, make sure you do that. This year ahead, your angels are going to be sending you so many signs and synchronicity to help reinforce, to help reassure you that your manifestation is on the way. Those are the little miracles that are going to be trickling in. It's like there's going to be little wins along the way that you really didn't even try for. Those will be your rewards from your angels, from the universe, saying, you're doing a great job. Keep going. You're almost there. This is the time to trust in the universe and know you will be provided for. Believe that the universe is sending you this manifestation. Believe that the universe is working on your side, because it totally is. Keep that in mind for this year ahead. Whenever a setback happens, whenever there's somebody who cuts you off in traffic, whatever it is, keep in mind that angels are literally on your side and helping you get to where it is that you want to go. Know that your career or some sort of blessing is lining up for you, and stay positive. I've been saying that like the whole time, basically. Stay positive. Keep it happy. Keep it high vibe over this next year. Your energy is so strong, group 2, and maybe you learned that over this previous year, that you seem to attract whatever it is, whatever mood you're in. Like if you're in a bad mood, more bad things seem to happen. Or if you're in a good mood, more positive things seem to happen in your life. Maybe you learned it this last year. Maybe you're just coming to the realization while you're watching this video. But your energy is freaking high. And that's because you're meant to use whatever natural gifts that you have. I feel like you might be an earth angel yourself, but you're meant to use whatever these natural gifts and abilities to create that domino effect within the world around you. The next card you have says, be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. Even when life seems like it's telling you that you will not succeed, or whether it's people around you telling you that you will not succeed, whenever setbacks happen, whenever negative things seem to happen, you're being called to once again keep it positive and make the next move. I'm being shown Frozen 2, so you might really be into movies. You might like that movie, but one of the things that Anna keeps saying in the movie is do the next right thing. That is basically your mantra for this year ahead. Do the next right thing and keep it moving, because your manifestation is coming in. Okay, we're going to finish up with some tea leaf fortune cards just to get some more insight into different scenarios or events that may be occurring in your life over this year ahead. Oops, one fell on the floor. Two fell on the floor. Okay, your first card says, bird perched, waiting for news, package, letter. You will be receiving some sort of news over this year ahead, whether it's an unexpected package or letter, but news is coming in, so be on the lookout. Next, you have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. That is what's coming in. I love that for you. That's because you keep working towards your goals and you're keeping it positive. Next, you have bat, take care, enemies are working against you. I don't like that it says enemies, but once again, back to the message of there might be people who are in their own low vibe state who want to take it out on you. That's what I'm getting from that. There are plenty of people, what do they say? Misery loves company. And there are plenty of miserable people in the world, and they want to make other people miserable because they can't get out of their own negativity. Don't allow them to do that. Keep your vibe high and positive. You have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. You will be experiencing that in the year ahead. We have bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. You will find some solutions to whatever problems you are facing. I feel like a big problem is that self-esteem. So once again, reach out to me if you'd like to work together. Next, you have I, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Right. You know what to do next. And part of being able to tap into your intuition is keeping your vibe high enough so that you can tune in to that high frequency of the divine, of the universe, so you know what the next right thing to do is. We have bear, danger, especially in money matters. I want to point out that you have bear energy here, and you had a bear on this card. So that could be your totem animal over this year ahead. But make sure to keep an eye on your finances. Do what you can, but also, like this card says, this is the time to trust in the universe and know you will be provided for. Do what you can, but also know that if something really starts to go awry, that the universe has your back. So try not to stress too much about it. Easier said than done, I know. And your final card out is basket, recognition, reward for merit. Your hard work will pay off. Back to those little blessings, back to the little miracles that I keep saying will trickle in for you. Your hard work will pay off. Stay dedicated. Keep your eye on the prize and keep your vibe high. Group 2, this has been your message for the year ahead and everything you need to know about your manifestation. If this resonated, if you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And once again, if you'd like to work one-on-one with me or have a private tarot reading even, feel free to reach out to me at my email listed down below. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 3. You have chosen this Change in the Wind card as your pile selector for your year ahead and what you need to know about your manifestations. So, it seems pretty obvious. There's going to be some change happening in your life over this next year ahead. I feel as though you have been carrying a lot already. There are certain things that you're trying to bring with you, but the message here is that these things cannot come with you to your level up. These things can't come with you to this next stage of your life, and that's okay. Carry what you can, bring along with what you can, but allow the rest to be blown away. The universe, I feel, is going to be working with you working in your favor, although it may not seem like that right away. Because of the things that are leaving your life, because it's familiar, because it's comfortable, because you have an attachment, maybe even a love for these things. But the universe is going to be slowly trying to do away with the things that are holding you back, that are preventing you from being able to reach your manifestation. I'm getting a message of, or an example, I should say, of, let's say you have this dream to be a very successful entrepreneur. You plan to be rich, like you know you're going to be rich within this lifetime and nothing's going to stop you from that. But you are surrounded by people who, for lack of a better word, are leeches, who they stay with you because they also see your potential. You may be attracted them because they saw your potential. But these same people, if they were to stay around, if they were to be there once you make it big, these people would be leeching off of you. They would be dropping your name every time that they could to, for their own personal gain. They could be reaching out to you for money or to go on the trips or whatever it is. Those people can't come with you. That's the example that I was being shown. So take that as you will. But there are things, there are people, there are even habits within your life that cannot come with you to this next version of yourself, to this next level up that you're about to achieve. It's like another example. It's like the people who make it big in sports. Like they're always balling out when they were kids and like on the court, and then they make it into the NBA. And then they lose all of their money because they're giving so much to the people around them. They're buying their parents a house. They're buying their best friends cars. They're doing all the things. And they end up with nothing. That is the energy that I'm getting. So apply it to your life as it fits. But I feel like you're going to be seeing some people around you. You're going to be seeing their true colors. But also you're going to be having more awareness about certain habits and things that you do that are preventing you from achieving the success that you're looking for. It's like in this year ahead, you're going to be discovering what is truly meant for you. You can't just keep filling your life with things and people. You can't hoard all of those things. Some things have to go to make space for the new. Okay, what you're leaving behind. We have the King of Wands. This is the exact energy that we were just talking about. I feel like this is someone, oh, look, underneath the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. That's really interesting. It's this energy, once again, of someone who wants to be that king or queen type energy, who wants to bring everyone along, who wants to be that leader and guide everyone else, be there for everyone else at the detriment of themselves. That is what you're meant to leave behind in this previous year. You can't be everything for everyone, group 3. And I feel like that's going to be either it's a lesson you've already been learning or it's the lesson that you're stepping into. You cannot be everything for everyone else. Sometimes people need to be their own leader. Sometimes people need to guide themselves. It's like you could have been burning yourself out at some point over this previous year, showing up for everyone around you and not having people do the same. You could have been a bit of a people pleaser, group 3. Just such a good-hearted person. Just so much love and passion and excitement for teaching others, guiding others, leading others, being that person that other people can count on. But it's time for you to be that for yourself in this next year ahead. Your next card out, you have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. With the crown chakra, it's time to be honest with yourself. You know, other people will take and take and take as long as you're willing to give. And they won't ever say that to you. Oh, you do so much for me. You need to stop and take care of yourself. People won't do that. Maybe some people will, but for the majority, we're selfish. We will take and take and take until your well is sucked dry. This year ahead, it's time to get honest with yourself. What has been draining your energy? What have you been putting too much energy and attention into, and not enough focus into your manifestation? Not enough focus into your desires, your wants, your needs. It's time to get really honest with yourself. Take a hard look at where you've been and where it is that you want to go. What is slowing you down? What weight can you throw overboard to lighten your load? Is basically what's coming in for you for the year ahead. Have you been so focused on helping other people that you have forgotten about your own health? That you've forgotten to take care of yourself? Your next card coming out is the Knight of Cups. This is the lessons that you will be learning in this year ahead. And once again, back to what I was already saying, is that this next year for you is about embarking on your journey of self-love, self-discovery. It's about you filling your cup and keeping your cup full. If she were to go galloping on this horse, everything in that cup would just spill out, right? If she would go full steam ahead, everything would spill out. This year for you is about you pouring back into yourself, doing what you need to feel happy, healthy, whole, feeding your body the right things, pampering yourself, taking care of yourself, asking for what you need from those around you even. This year is about you pouring back into yourself, and that is how you're going to call in your manifestation. That is how you will attract whatever desires that you're seeking. I feel like, so first off, you have these two cards. You have this horse and this zebra, and that's telling me movement. Whether it is that you want to travel somewhere, literally move somewhere, experience new things, whatever it is, like you are looking for movement, you are looking for growth. But there are some things or people, habits within your life that are preventing you from doing so. Take it slow. Give yourself what you need to pour into your mind, body, and soul, and let the rest blow away in the breeze. This year is about you focusing on you. Group 3. I suggest you look up the numerology of number 3. I feel like there will be more messages there for you. The 3s, for me, they come back to that mind, body, soul connection. Feeding your body, feeding your mind, feeding your soul. Happy, healthy, whole. Working with the universe. I feel like there are things within your life over this year ahead where, okay, I'm being drawn to a Medea movie. I can't remember which one it is. Maybe you'll know just from the quote. But the quote basically says, we often try to hold on to things that God Himself is trying to take away from us. because God knows it's not right for us. So you can, I know that's not an exact quote, but you could look it up and watch that movie if you want, because there may be messages for you in that movie. But the message that's coming through for you for 2025 is there are literal things within your life, there are habits, there are people, whatever, that the universe is trying to tell you is not good for you. The universe is trying to tell you this is not going to get you where you want to go. You're being called to trust your intuition, to be honest with yourself, to listen to those whisperings of the universe, and allow those things to be swept out of your life. I'm being drawn to this, I forget what it's called, but this north, south, east, west thing here. If you know what that's called, please leave a comment. I don't know why I can't think of it, but I'm being drawn to that. Like, this year ahead, you've been going in one direction, and I feel like you're about to do a 180 over this next year, because you're going to realize what has been holding you back, what has been preventing you from really achieving your manifestation and desires. Next card, for your career or for your love and relationships, you have maturity. I make peace with the tough relationships of my past. I probably would have skipped the pain they came with, but I'm grateful for the lessons they brought me. Because of those tough relationships, I can look back at the mosaic of my life and see value in even the most broken pieces. Internet stalk my exes. I really dodged a bullet. So there could be people who left your life in this previous year. Could have been relationships that ended, jobs that ended, whatever. Over this future year, I feel like you're going to be reminiscing on those things, and you're going to be realizing why something or someone had to leave your life. You're going to be coming to terms with what has happened in your past. I feel like what's been blocking you overall from reaching your manifestation group 3 is that you're holding on to things from your past. Whether you're holding on to things that hurt you, that made you not feel worthy. You're holding on to the pain of lost loves and telling yourself that you'll never be fully loved. There could be childhood trauma. There are things that have been holding you back from fully seeing your worth, from fully knowing what it is that you want. It's like you might be pining for someone or something from your past, not realizing that the literal universe was trying to do you a favor and take it away from you so that you can really move forward and find your happily ever after. So that you can finally move forward and live your best life. But for whatever reason, you have been focused in the past. You've been focused on your south, and now it's time for you to move towards your north. Oh, I love that for you. That's deep. Oh, and these horses are both facing different directions. Your life is about to do a 180. It's like you're going to come to terms with so much from your past that has been hurting you, that has been holding you back. And once you begin to see why things had to happen the way they happened, that's when you're going to be able to move forward into this new version of yourself. That is when you're going to start moving closer to the desires that you seek. Oh, I love that for you. That is when you can finally begin to be honest with yourself about what it is that you want. Maybe there was a past relationship that did not work out. This year ahead, you're meant to reflect upon it and discover what worked, what didn't work, what you would like to take from that relationship into future relationships, i.e. the lessons, and what you want to leave behind. Same with any endeavors that you may be embarked upon, whether within your career, starting a business, friendships, whatever it is. You're being called to look back at those past things. Figure out what worked, what didn't work, find the lesson in it, and leave the rest behind. Being honest with yourself about where you messed up. Being honest with yourself about where you took on other people's ish. Being honest with yourself about what you could have done differently to change your outcome. Oh, I love that. This year ahead for you is going to be a big year of maturing, emotionally maturing, letting go of the pain, finding acceptance within what was, and becoming more hopeful for what could be. Your career and finances card says setbacks, taking one step forward to make 2 steps back. Setbacks are telling you that you're not ready to enter the next phase, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So this year we'll have setbacks. Each and every one of us will experience setbacks in the year ahead. Don't take it as a sign of your worth. Don't take it as a sign that you're not meant to have whatever this thing is that you're meant to have. It's more of a not right now sort of situation, group 3. There are lessons, there are ways in which you still need to mature before you can finally achieve your dreams. Another example. Okay, let's say that you're like, oh man, I really just want to get my finances in order. I want to have a home, a car. I want to have money and savings, plus some left over for investments and a retirement plan. But currently, you're not doing what you need to do in order to get you there. Currently, you are spending your paychecks basically before you get them. Currently, you're working jobs that don't offer you a retirement or a pension. You're not making the necessary choices to get you where it is that you want to go. These setbacks is the universe's way of trying to bring it to your awareness that there's more that you could be doing to reach your goals. I hope that makes sense. But there will be setbacks that come in, as we all experience. Instead of looking at these setbacks as the universe hates you, God is punishing you, look at them for the lessons that they are trying to teach you. What could you be doing to save that money? What red flags should you not have ignored within that relationship? There are so many little lessons along the way that will help us reach our manifestations if only we take the time to pay attention to them. Like this cup. Pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to how you're feeling. Pay attention and be honest with yourself about what you can do to change your current circumstances. Your manifestation isn't just going to be handed to you. Life rarely works that way. You have to take some necessary action steps. And the universe is not going to give you something that you're not ready for. If you want to be a millionaire, but you don't take the time to invest your money, the universe isn't going to believe that you're ready. So it's not going to make you a millionaire. If you want to be in a long-term committed relationship, but you lack communication skills, the universe isn't going to bring you that partner that you seek. This year ahead for you is about learning some important lessons that will help you to mature emotionally, mentally, financially, so that you are prepared and ready for your manifestation to come in. All right, your next card. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. You may want to look up when the new moon in Libra is, because that will be a very important time for you. But I feel like what this is saying for you is that this year ahead, you changing your course of action, you heading north instead of focusing on your south, instead of focusing on your past, that's going to bring in a new cycle for you. It's going to bring in balance within your life, balance within your emotions, balance within the energies that are moving around in your life. You could have felt like you've had the worst luck ever. You could have felt like there was setback after setback. But once you start taking those baby steps to change your direction, taking baby steps to mature and make different decisions, right? This talks about doing the same thing over and over again. Once you start taking those initial steps to show the universe that you are ready, that you are willing to learn those lessons, that you are maturing, you will find more things come into your life that puts things into balance. Let's say, okay, I keep focusing on money, so maybe a lot of you are focused on money, but let's say instead of spending all of your money all the time, you start to put $50 a month into a savings. And a setback happens. Once again, your car breaks down. So all that money that you were just saving, you have to pour into your car. And usually this would have been more chaotic. It would have been more troublesome than it is now because you wouldn't have had the money, but at least you have the money saved up. It sucks that you have to spend your savings on this, but you have it available. And then let's say you go to pay for that car and you end up getting a discount somehow. That's putting things into balance because you have shown the universe that you are ready to be more stable. So the universe throws you a bone. I hope that makes sense. It's like, what's another example? Okay, another example. Let's say relationships. You're usually someone who rushes headfirst into a relationship, not taking your time to get to know someone, missing all the red flags. But this time you're like, you maybe say no to someone. You maybe decide to not date that person that you know is not good for you. They're not what you're looking for in the end. And then when you're not even looking, the universe puts someone in your path who meets all of your requirements. You weren't even looking for them. They just happened to stumble upon you. That's putting things back into balance. It's like you've experienced the worst, but you changing course is going to show the universe that you're ready to experience that good. And that's where that balance comes in. I hope that makes sense. If you would like a personal reading or some one-on-one coaching to help you come up with a plan of attack to change your course, feel free to reach out to me. But the overall message for you, Group 3, is to be honest with yourself, to mature in the ways that you can mature, whether that's emotionally, physically, financially, and do what you can in order to reach your goals. The universe will come and meet you halfway, but you need to take those initial steps first. You need to start this new cycle in your life of not being so chaotic all the time and maybe being a bit more balanced, of pouring into yourself and not giving all of your love and attention and energy to everything and everyone else. I hope that makes sense. Now let's finish off your reading with some tea leaf fortune cards. These cards will just give us some more insight into the possible things that could happen in your year ahead. Possible things that you could experience in your year ahead. Oh, one fell on the floor. Okay, the first one, you have tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. There was a turtle in another pile, so if you're drawn to that pile, I suggest you go watch it. It's baby steps. Like I keep saying, take baby steps to focus on you, to change your bad habits and bad patterns. And you will slowly but surely get ahead. Next, we have dogs getting together with friends. There might be some get-togethers in your future. Ink pot, problems to be resolved. Those are the setbacks. Problems will come up, but how you handle them is what is going to make all the difference. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. That could be something that's very important to you, whether that's blood-related family or the family you make with the people around you. You might come into union with family, whether they are, once again, blood-related or not. Purse, pay attention to your finances. Again, I kept talking about finances. We have fair man, dealings your relationship with the man with blonde, gray, or white hair. This might be an important person in your life over the next year. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Back to that Knight of Cups. Follow your intuition and take those baby steps to make important changes. Dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. You might be getting a dog over this year ahead, or you might just spending a lot of time with friends. Then you have Cup, you should accept valid criticism. That could be this video. I know sometimes people have a hard time taking that constructive criticism when it comes to these videos. So if that was you who was about to leave a negative comment, please refrain. But also, there could be people in your life who try to give you advice, who try to point out your vices, your faults, the ways in which you are holding yourself back. Or it could even be me if you decide to work with me as a life coach. Take that valid criticism. Don't take it as an attack of who you are. Use that to your advantage to make the necessary changes in order to reach the goals and dreams that you have set for yourself. Then we have Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. In the next year, you're going to be making some changes, and those will be the necessary changes that you need to make. And then your last one says chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Once again, back to that energy of a change in the wind. There are literal people, habits, situations that the universe is going to try to remove from your life because it is necessary for your growth, your development, your happiness, and your manifestation. Allow it to happen. Not everyone is meant to come with you on this ride. And let it be okay. Group 3, this has been your message all about the year ahead and what you need to know about your manifestation. If this resonated, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once again, if you'd like a personal one-on-one reading or some private coaching sessions, feel free to reach out to me at the email listed down below. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Goodbye.